Hello, welcome. At times when we are faced with questions like this, we find it difficult to go up, find our way around it. This is quadratic equations that have sum of each coefficient being a radical function. So we are solving this by factorization. That is not the only way by which we can get it, but we are restricted by factorization. So root 2x squared plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equals to what? 0. Any quadratic equation in this form which has the coefficient here bigger than 1, we use that coefficient to multiply the constant term and find their product. Then find factors of that product when added to give us the middle term here. So when I pick the root of 2 as the coefficient, multiply by 5 root 2, I find the product of this, find their factors, find a pair of a factor that will be added to give us 7. Remember, this is 5 as a coefficient, 1 as a coefficient. So 5 times 1, 5. Root 2 times root 2 is root 2 squared. The square cancel, 2, 5, 10. Factors of 10, these are the factors of 10. Which one will you add to get what? 7. No, if this is added, it's 7, this is 11. So we need only these two factors. So rewrite the question as root 2x squared. We are going to replace the 7 by the new found factors, meaning the root of 2x squared. Then we have 2x, 5x, 5 root 2 equals what? 0. So we reduce, or is it reduce? We increase the 3 factors or 3 terms to 4 terms now. So we do grouping method. The root of 2x squared plus 2x in one bracket, 5x plus 5 root 2 in the next bracket, all equals to 0. So looking at this, we are having our 2 terms in each bracket which we need to factorize. Now if you look at this, the common factor will have been x. Good. Then I should be left with 2 and root here. But if you look at here, I will not be getting the root. So I can transform this to root 2x squared plus root 4x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 equals to 0. Remember, root 4 is 2. So we have not changed the value. And I can see there is root 2 times root 2 here. I should be having my root 2 at the end here. So there's a common factor of root 2x. You see, there's a root 2x here, which is root of 2 times root of 2x. So this is taken out as a common factor. Dividing this, you'll be left with only x, plus the only factor will be root of 2. So that when you expand the x times x squared, you will have root. Root 2 times root 2, that will be root 4. We give you 2 times the x. Then no foreign material is being introduced. So plus, common factor will be 5. Dividing this will give you x. When you divide here, you still have root of 2 equals to 0. So now we have our common factor in the bracket. So that common factor is x plus root 2. When divided by this, I should be left with root 2x plus dividing this by the common factor, you should left with 5 equals to 0. So in this case, either x plus root 2 is the 0, or the root of 2x plus 5 is the 0. So we need to solve these two equations independently. So let's go. This becomes x plus root 2 is 0. We are now going to maintain the x and transpose this. So x equals to negative root what? 2. Or we are going to have the root of 2x plus 5 is the 0, whereby we maintain, let me just take it here, root 2x equals to this across here become negative 5 divided by this, x become negative 5 on the root of what? 2. But we need to rationalize. So we multiply here by root 2, root 2. X will be equal to minus 5 root 2 divided by what? 2. So therefore, so we can conclude that the root of this equation is minus 2 minus root 2 and minus 5 root 2 on 2. We can do a check even with one of them. Let's check with one and see. If I do a check, I should be having the root of 2 into bracket minus root 2 all square when x is replaced by the first root plus 7. This will be negative, right? Because this is negative root 2, 5 root 2. We are expected to have what? 0. This is not going to cancel only this, because this is mean that the negative root 2 times itself, that will give you a positive 2. And the positive 2 times this will give you positive 2 root 2. Here is minus, let me bring this one here first, 5 root 2 minus 7 root 2. You know, this will give you 7 root 2, 7 root 2. So here is 0 equals to 0. So that is true that this is a factor. When you try with this also, you get your left to be equal to 0 as the right is 0. I guess the concept employed in is understood by you. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe.